Carolina Carls, and on today's episode we'll be exploring the digital way of finding jobs in Kenya. Actually, unemployment is a very major challenge affecting the Kenyan youths. Approximately 800,000 young people enter the job market each and every year. Out of it, 35% go unemployed. Compared to the overall 10% of the national unemployment rate, that's really high for the youths. These youths we're talking about are people aged between 15 to 35 years of age. So joining me in the show today are two very special ladies. Here is Ruby, who is a lifestyle writer. Say hi.
Hi, how are you? My name is Ruby Orimba.
On the far end is very special lady who thought of a very clever hashtag, Ikokazi, on Twitter. She'll be telling us more about it. Say hi.
Hi.
I am Basi. Let's start with you, by the way. Tell us about Ikokazi and please introduce to us yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Rose Monohe. I started Ikokazi K, hashtag Ikokazi K on Twitter. The reason I started the hashtag is because when I resigned last year, I had a difficult time going to job websites, going to newspapers to find jobs, and I noticed there are individuals who post these jobs either on Facebook or forwards on WhatsApp or even on Twitter on the individual accounts. So I came up with a way to just make it all general for all of us to see the individual posts or even the ones on corporates. So Ikokazi KE makes you just see whatever I am writing on my Facebook, what someone else is on their WhatsApp or on Twitter. You just search Ikokazi KE and you see the job posting an individual is doing. So you have options of websites, you have options of newspapers, and still if you use Ikokazi KE, you see the individual jobs people are posting on most of our interactive social media platforms, even LinkedIn, which is a really good idea, especially considering most of us are millennials.
Awesome.
Yes.
So Ikokazi, it's only on Twitter or is it on other platforms like Facebook, Instagram?
Mostly it's proactive, on Twitter, but I also share the jobs on Facebook very proactively as well. It's also on Instagram. Yes.
So how many people are like behind the Ikokazi brand?
Ikokazi is just Rose, but I came to notice people really love helping each other, which is really nice because even when I'm not online, people still use the hashtag to help people. So in a way, Ikokazi is all of us. Ikokazi is all Kenyans once you come to think about it, because you just find people just love sharing and helping each other, which is really good. That's the motivation behind it. It creates hope and it also helps us be our brother's keeper. Yes.
So how has it performed so far? Are you happy with the result? Is it working? Are companies reaching out to you for jobs?
Honestly, I'm surprised it grew this big. You know, when you create a hashtag, it's and you're on your own, you're like a lone ranger. It's to actually get people to continuously talk about it. For me, it's really impressive because you find even corporates, when they're advertising, maybe not on a job website, or on a newspaper, they still use the hashtag. You find individuals, I'm looking for a graphic designer, I'm looking for an intern, people still use the hashtag. So I would say it's really helped in a way, because all of us just come together on one hashtag, one platform, we use a hashtag to get a job, which is really nice. So I'm really impressed by it.
So so far, has there been a person who's told you, yeah, I got a job by your hashtag?
Yes, there are people who actually say they get a lot of callbacks, which is really what we need to discuss. Because you find when people apply for jobs kwa gazeti and even on websites, maybe you die a little inside because people, you don't know like the impression, am I the only one not getting callbacks? But with the help of our hashtag, you get people saying, this hashtag has helped me get callbacks for an interview. This hashtag has helped me source for staff and labor. So you actually create hope that there are jobs out there, that you're not alone. It's all of us. We are going through all of this together.
So going by the track records, so far, for example, which companies have used your hashtag on Twitter?
I saw Britam using it. Yes. I saw Boni Consultancy. Those are like the ones on top of my mind. Yes.
Awesome. Ruby, what do you think of us going now to the Twitter way of getting jobs, the hashtag way?
I believe that's it's a very big move when it comes to employment, especially in a country where a lot of people are, as you said, unemployed right now. And well, using Twitter just basically allows a lot more people to get that information firsthand, because you see, it's not every time you're holding a newspaper looking for what do you call them, a job. It's not every time you're listening to radio or you're watching TV or get to talk to people about employment. But with Twitter, you're chatting with your friends, you're basically writing about what's going on with your day on Twitter, and that way you're able to actually get this information immediately it's put out. And that is a very big thing, considering, okay, we say that the newspaper reaches an approximate of 8 million people in Kenya every day. But Twitter gets to a lot more people, and it also gets to people who are not in the country but are looking for jobs in the country. And it's such an easy way to get to know what's going on and be on top of everything. So yeah, it's a lovely idea.
All right, okay, coming to that, let's just hold a conversation. Like, what are the advantages and disadvantages of going the digital way of looking for a job? Is it more formal compared to you say the Kitambo way? We used to write a CV, we drop to each and every office, and you're sure 100% iko kwa hiyo ofisi. You get, for example, emails, when you see a job, you're not very sure this person opened that email. Did they open that email? Did they not? Yeah, maybe we can probably explore.
Can I let her do it the first one?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, pros and cons of just making everything digital. I say one of the cons is maybe...
You can bring the mic closer.
Oh, sorry. One of the cons, maybe, as you can say, is, especially in this age, tunaitwa millennials, most of us don't buy newspapers, so you find sales going down.
Yeah.
I actually feel sorry for the media because of that. But at the same time, if you get people taking photos of those jobs they see on the newspaper, not all of us have that time or even cash to go buying newspapers daily. If you can see them on the hashtag, I think it's a really good way of helping each other. If you just share whatever it is you read, in as much as their sales are going down, at least the awareness is still there, which is the whole purpose of it all. Yes, so digitally, I would say those are the pros. You reach a wider target because at this time, as you're saying, everything is going digital. That's why most of our jobs, we see them on websites. Like, even my mom's always like, waheto, unatafuta job kwa gazeti? I'm like, yeah, mom, I guess watu wanazipost online, which is true. Because it's true. When you see a job on the newspaper, you share it online. Their sales may be going down, but at the same time, they need to realize that you are a digital era. They themselves, I saw KTN and Standard posting they wanted graphic design on their Twitter pages, which is nice. So they're also embracing the digital way. Yes. Pros and cons.
Like she said, I'm basically on a lot more of the positive. I'm basically a lot more on the positive side of sharing this employment opportunities online. This is because with Twitter or Facebook and Instagram, you basically pull a very large crowd at a very short time. And that is something that every company, every organization needs to understand. Because even look at the way the internet has been revolutionizing, has impacted a lot of companies. We can talk about Chase Bank, and we're very sorry about what happened. But in a span of a day, the bank was about to close down because somebody wrote something about them. And the same way that these people are able to tell us, Zuku is not working today because something is happening, they do it online. They don't send you a letter to your box, and they don't write it on the newspaper. They just put it online immediately, so everybody gets to see it, and that's a really good thing. So we're pulling a lot of crowds. I think the problem with that is, however, is that you're not sure who's on the other side of whatever you're sending. You get?
Yeah.
There's a lot of you're not sure who's on the other side of what you're sending. You're not sure what kind of response you're going to get because you don't know who you're communicating with. You have no ability to actually find out what's going on unless now they're calling you back, or you're sending now emails for follow-ups, which by the way can they might not happen as well. You may just not get a response. So yeah, is there really any disadvantage that I can think of? No.
You're saying?
No, not at all right now.
Actually, going back to you, how do you filter the jobs? Because most of them we've seen on WhatsApp, they come forward. At the end of the day, they turn out to be false. Others in schemes. Some you're not even sure of. How do you get to filter and say, okay, this is a genuine job, let's post it under the hashtag, or you just let everyone post?
Here is the concept of good faith. There was someone actually who was advertising 4 accountants are needed at the new mall, Two Rivers. Two Rivers came up, they were like, hey, you know what, these jobs don't exist. But at the same time, you can see we'd actually shared that someone used the hashtag. So it's all a concept of good faith. If you want to be misled in anything in life, you'll be misled. If someone wants to mislead you, they will mislead you. But personally, I feel the jobs that come under the hashtag are genuine jobs. Will you get false jobs or jobs that are being advertised as protocol? They already know who they have, but they are just advertising. Ndo onekane wali advertise. Yes, you will. And I think that's up to you as an individual. How do you sleep at night? So if you're a nice person, and most people genuinely are, they advertise genuine jobs. But in terms of filtering, as I can say, I really can't control if someone is just doing this to mislead people, but I genuinely hope that will stop. We've seen very few cases, which is good, because at the same time you have to use your calculations to know, is this false? So far it's just one claim, the Two Rivers guy. No one else have I seen being told, hey, him say apuna job kayo. So yeah, it's good.
That's really nice. Yeah. So now, Ruby, getting back to you, you're a lifestyle writer. Kikuyu, lifestyle writer. Hey, gado. It's coming. Sasa mtu amepata job via tweet, umepata job via WhatsApp. How do you get to respond to it? Kwa sababu hiyo formality it kinda imeenda chini kidogo. So how to get formal now, kuget stuff formal vizuri?
I think and it's something that I've told any person who's met me, always go back to the basics. Whatever it is you're handling, especially in the corporate world, you have to go back to the basics. For like, let's say how an experience of mine, a previous experience of mine when I was getting a job, I did a blog, and somebody read it. They really enjoyed, they liked what I did, and they called me, they looked for me online and told me, they just texted me and they're like, could we get your number? I gave them my number. Then they called me up to their offices, and it was a very big company. They called me to their offices, I went, and then, that's where we started. Actually, that's where I started journalism. And at the same time, when I wanted to now look for a job somewhere else, I had to officially write that I saw that advertised online, but I had to write to them. I went to their website, I wrote to their communications people, looked for a number. When they finally directed me onto where I can send my things, I went straight up to them and looked for them. But I can tell you, basically, when you're trying to look for a job, in any kind of way, even if it's just a restaurant, I mean, go back to the basics. What that does for you is it gives you protocol on how to handle things, if when things don't go right, or if someone says that you got your job in a bad way, you can now prove that you followed protocol. And that puts you in it puts you in a safe position in employment.
Okay, and now guys, since what wanna post jobs online and all that, do you go back to their tweets? Do you go back to their posts and see, okay, this person I'm gonna post some very, very weird stuff, some very, very weird pictures. At the end of the day, he or she is the employer. Okay, social media people are posting basically everything about themselves. And at the same time as I post a job, will you take me serious? Or how do you determine how serious I am?
In the words of India Arie, I'm not my hair, I'm not my tweets. But at the same time, if I'm an influencer, it's something I've seen. I can't always be out there being negative. And I want a product like Samsung to take me seriously. You have to maintain, as she said, in everything you do, you have to be professional and you have to go back to the basics. Don't say anything that will piss off your employer. I genuinely believe that. If you're just... Yes, you can be you. I can be Rose, I'm outspoken. Yes, everyone knows that. But I shouldn't tick off everyone. There are topics that are sensitive, and you have to be really careful how you handle them. That's all I'll say. So don't go out there offending people. If it's a sensitive issue to women, don't go out there always ridiculing women. You're going to work for women, you're going to work for men. You can be all kinky and yourself, but don't touch on areas will provoke people. Just be cautious if at all you need a job through online.
I'm going to quote a movie. I can't remember which it is, but if you are following and you can tell me which movie this is, kindly comment. I will be very grateful. One of the major actors said that the problem with burning bridges is that you'll actually have to swim across that river. What I'm basically telling you is the internet does not forget. What you must have posted in 2012, somebody in 2017 who's HR will actually just scroll because they can access these things. And when you're coming for an interview, they come and tell you, and so what did you mean that day you said you were high AF on a Monday morning? What was that? You know, what did you mean when you said that Vera Sidika's bum is as delicious as, I don't know, you know, cake? Some of those things actually come later on and haunt you, and this is what you don't understand. People say that, yes, I agree with you,
but you know, you shouldn't be judged by that.
You would not believe at how
it was how many years ago?
Trust me, you would not believe it how you wouldn't believe it how important image is for what you call
a brand.
For a brand. I can tell you a testimonial from one of my friends who he just got a job. He got a job with one of the government offices. Forgive me for not saying the name. He got a job with one of the government offices, and when they were sending in their CVs, actually they got the invitation through Twitter. So when they were sending in their CVs, one of the things that the people who are the interviewers were telling them is that we actually went through your Facebook pages and your Twitter pages to see what you guys got. A lot of people with really amazing qualifications did not get the job because of how crude they were on internet. I mean, I think what we need to understand is you need to stick to the basics. And also, if you went and found your employers writing negative things, I mean, first and foremost, you have to ask yourself the question. You say that it brings up the question of, is this person genuine or not? The same way, if you do the same things, this person is going to be asking, are you genuine or not? So be very careful what you post on social media. However funny it might sound, it might just not work for you at the end.
But you see, at the end of the day, don't we like, shouldn't we have like a social life? Plus, that's my social life, you get? And this one is like a business life. You see, we are totally two different people. When it comes to social life, maybe I'm like this. When it comes to business, I'm very strict, I'm very professional. Why shouldn't I judge by what I post?
Let me say something very controversial. Didn't the old people ever have sex?
They did.
They did,
yeah.
Right? But a lot of times, nobody used to know what was happening. You know, people never used to talk about some things, and we forget that right now in Kenya. And this is a very sad, realism. Truth is that a lot of the people in HR offices and people who have the jurisdiction of hiring people are very old and very old school. You get, but here they are being told that you need to actually check on this thing. So when somebody goes and scrolls Facebook and finds you writing all these negative things, and the same people who are supposed to give you a job, they will not understand that these are just things for your social life, and that does not depict the kind of qualities you have as an employee or in whatever field that you're doing. Trust me, that is why people like. And let me just explain, people like Janet Mbugua, Julie Gishuru are succeeding in the media industry. You don't find negative posts that they have written. Those who tried, and I will keep, because we know them, I won't mention names. Well, we don't have that kind of positive look for them right now. But people who actually were able to understand that you can never be two different identities. At the end of it all, it's one person and it's one mind. Then those guys are the ones who are making it, especially because of social media. You have to understand that social media is now the biggest thing and the most influencing thing when it comes to growth financially, emotionally as a person, and a whole lot of other things. Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, make sure to interact with us. We'd love to hear from you. Actually, I'm here. I'd like to read your comments. Kindly comment below utuambie venye unafikiria about the hashtag #IkoKaziKE, and of course, what you think. Should you be judged by what you post on your social media platforms? Okay? Do you think it's fair? Because, okay, now, sasa tunajua about what we post on social media. Do you think it affects everyone in the industry? Like, kuna mtu anafanya banking, kwa mtu anafanya entertainment, for example like this hosting, kuna mtu anafanya job ingine kinda marketing, kuna mtu anafanya job zingine serious, you get? So is it dependent on what kind of job you're doing?
You want to go first?
Okay,
do you want entertainment?
Yes.
If you post controversial things, ndio unakuwa more famous, right?
Yeah.
Can
Bad
you talk,
publicity
unfortunately?
sells.
Yes.
But all I can say is, damn, how do I phrase it? Just don't be controversial. I'm sorry, I really don't know what to say. Just don't be controversial. And if at all you know you are, don't follow your colleagues on Facebook and Twitter. Yes. But all in all, when all is said, people will judge you in this life. You know that. And there's nothing you can do in this life that will not be punished, either by God himself or karma. So just be very careful. I can say, don't be too controversial at the same time, because you're using Iko Kazi KE. Maybe the person who's tweeted is the person who's sourcing for staff or labor. When they go through your tweets, they just don't like how maybe you sham single mothers or DJs or whatever. You are gonna be answerable. You're gonna miss that job. So do not be controversial. That's all I can say.
Okay, going back to the posting, is it dependent on the industry that you are working with or working on?
Personally, I'd say my advice is, if you're in media, as she said, bad publicity sells. If you're in banking or something, stay anonymous.
There are two aspects to this. First and foremost, I think what people are not being told right now is, like, if you're working in the government, one of the major rules that will always be in your contract for civil servants is that you cannot write things that go contrary to what the government is saying, what your offices are saying, especially if it's a government office. You cannot be at Central Bank and you're saying the way our money is just a bogus currency, and you know the way the governor is not doing, I don't know what. You can't write such things, however much you want to rant. If you're in media, I cannot be here at P Live and then I'm on my Facebook wall saying the way P Live is a bogus thing. P Live is, you know, those kind of things actually come. They actually spoil for you your career. And then again, guys, the Bible says, and well, Muslims also listen to this. The Bible says that is to be preferred more than rubies. I don't know that because my name is Ruby, but yeah, my mom has mentioned
You must have memorized it because of it.
My mom has mentioned it over and over again. Excuse me.
Sorry.
You cannot be in the mid. You can. A good name is to be preferred more than rubies. That is basically to say that whatever you do, image is everything. It's not just for your socialites and you know the guys who are news presenting. Actually, image is everything. So just kindly avoid writing all those things. There's a new trend. There's a new trend on radio where artists talk, the presenters talk about very controversial things early in the morning, and Kenyans are so fast in communicating and saying, yeah, you know, I slept with 10 people, I slept with what, Ikwanis, my husband did all that. All those things end up breaking a lot of relationships. This is what people don't tell you at the end. You will hear your boyfriend's voice, you will get upset about it. I know people who've broken up because of that kind of issue.
Yeah.
So yes, if you're looking, because we're moving into the digital world right now, and you know, with things like Iko Kazi KE coming up, then basically you have to be very, very careful on what you're putting online. I mean, your Twitter handle is like it's basically who you are, so be careful. Yeah.
Awesome. We got 2 comments here. Dennis Turas says, nice initiative, great work, thank you. Juma says, that's a great move. Social media is sweeping through. The rule of the game should be as simple as taking credit for what you post. You don't have to be taken away by what others say. That's all they had to say. All right, guys, comment below. We love to hear from you guys. Okay, coming back to you. I'm gonna make it like how you planning on benefiting from the hashtag? Unajua kila kitu lazima mtu, hata nikaanza business mpya, unazanga ukijua ndapata pesa place fulani. Hiyo pesa place fulani unapatia wapi?
As of now, is it a cash cow? I'll leave that to the future. I love surprising people. Like, you're gonna come next year, you're gonna be like, damn, bros. So I'm not gonna like reveal too much. Always never reveal too much. Aim to surprise people in life. You keep them more interested. I'm a firm believer, but overall, I expect we create awareness. We get more people. You're an individual, you use the hashtag so that people see, and also tell your job seeking friends, cousins, family to check out the hashtag. Let's create a lot of traffic. Let's help each other get jobs, because be your brother's keeper. At the end of the day, when all of it is said and done, you're gonna be accountable for what you did to help people. I hope you know that greatest commandment is love. If at all you can help someone, kindly do it. If at all you see a job on WhatsApp or Telegram, LinkedIn, kindly share it. Let's just help each other, because that was the whole concept of the hashtag to begin with. Thank you very much.
Okay, on Twitter we have a comment from Kenny. He says, if you are to use social media to earn money, it's not your personal account, it's a platform for people. The second one was to Ruby. The problem with burning bridges is that you will have to swim across that river. That was a quote from Vikings.
Thank you. Who is that?
He's called Kenny.
Kenny, thank you so much. All right.
All right, guys, we'd love to hear from you, by the way, both on Twitter and Facebook. We are on watch. So Ruby, do you have any questions for her?
I'd like to know what pushed you so hard into, believing in the power of a hashtag.
Oh, a hashtag. As I've said, most of us are millennials. We are always on Twitter. We say, MC deny in the office, any break you get, you're just Apple. I remember. So if you're always gonna be online helping people. If a hashtag if you can always be there, gain with whatever and whatever to get followers, why can't you use it at least to help people find jobs? It's not just for passing time. Help, guys. Yeah, that's basically what motivated me.
Awesome.
Yes. So I guess what I could actually add on, because of what we're talking about, and that's employment. When it comes to employment and being employed through digital means. This is a tip I can give everybody. If you're into art, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of people doing right now. If you're into photography, then do photography and share your work online. Somebody who's sourcing for information or sourcing for someone will go online and look at photography, and then they'll probably see something you've done, and that is what is going to win you. Let your work precede your name. Let your work precede you, so that when you're doing things, people can relate with you out of quality and not just you as a person, because that's now where we feel on social media. We want to write about what we had for dinner, or we want to show off the engagement ring that our new fiancés gave us, which is okay, and I have no problem with that if you're into celebrity stuff. But the rest of us, take that time to share take that time to share information about something that's happening in Marsabit. Take that time to share information about something that's happening in your office, or an idea that you have. You might be so impressed with the amount of feedback you will get from people. You can get to share with people. You might actually form friends and financial friends who can, people who would want to fund what you want to do, just because of how active you are online. Look at people like Sharon Mundia. She opened up a blog for This Is S. We call her This Is S. We know her as This Is S because that is her online page. She started with makeup and blogging tutorials and everything. Now she has been a brand ambassador for Samsung. She's moved into media, and it's big time. You see people like Extendella who are now doing top-notch trends, advertising, online advertising, and that's just basically because these people knew how to manipulate the digital stream. I hear a lot of people saying that there's no employment and there's no employment. Yes, we get you, but if you are really, really serious about getting to where you are, then stop failing yourself. What I mean by that is, don't sit down and just look. Do something about it. Share. Facebook is free. Instagram is free. Twitter is free. Nobody will ever judge you for sharing an idea and because it was too bad. If anything, they'll just tell you, yo, this doesn't look right, this doesn't look right, instead of feeling bad about it and lashing out in a rude manner the way a lot of people do. Think about what that person is saying. Where are they coming from? Try and, try and build yourself from people's comments. You don't need feedback from your friends. You can get feedback from the whole world just by using social media and, the digital platform for what it is right now and how much it's growing. Yeah.
Awesome. We have one more comment from Jasmine. He says, I hope the initiative can be monetized for Rose. In the list, she's deserving of numeration for its reach and impact. Those using the tag to publicize their own monetized job those using the tag to publicize their own monetized job vacancies posting should remunerate Rose. You see, people are saying you should start getting paid.
It's okay. It's all, no one can wish bad things upon you.
Yeah.
So thank you for the positive comments, as I've said. And as she said, if you're going to be online, you're looking for a job, don't be afraid to advertise that you're looking for a job. I've seen it. It works. That just guys go online. I've studied CPA. I'm looking for a job and it works. So check out our hashtag, post there you want a job. As long as we create awareness for it and we have a lot of people using it, trust me, you're not going to have regrets in the long run. That's all I can say.
Will you start approaching big companies to post their job vacancies on your hashtag? Or you've already started?
Let's leave it in the future.
Come on.
I'm not going to reveal too much.
Yeah, but see, are you going to expand the hashtag to other media such as Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, I'm already on Facebook, as I've said, and I'm on Instagram. So just, check out for me. Ikokazi, yes.
Okay.
And as long as we can help each other, as I've said, it's really good. Yeah.
Awesome. So maybe you can give us social media handles. When you as Atupata,
Yeah, just Rose Breezy _ on Twitter, mostly. Yes.
Okay. That's the only way they can get you.
Yes. Professionally, yes. Unless you're my number.
I'm going to pitch here. But it's okay. Ruby, you're on left side, right side. You need to give us your handles.
Yes, but first and foremost, kindly follow www.plive.co.ke. We have a lot of information to share with you guys. We have a lot of ideas, everything that's going on. You need to know about the latest news. You need to follow us. We'll keep you updated. We'll keep you on top, and you will love what we have to offer. We want more of you guys to comment, and we want to hear what you guys have to say. Personally, you can follow me at if it's Instagram, Ruby Ruby Urimba, just as simple as that. If it's Twitter, then again it's Urimba Ruby. Both names have capital, yes, they have capital letters, Urimba Ruby. But when I am writing, my articles come under my other names, which is Claudia Karemi. I do P-Live, lifestyle, entertainment, and business insider lifestyle. So if you have anything you need to share, anything you'd want to tell us, kindly call. I am so excited about dealing with people who, have information. So yes, talk to me.
Hey, umejiuza.
About Facebook, because I just said Twitter, I'm sorry, Rose Breezy on Twitter, because even when you check the hashtag, my name pops up. But you can also check the page, Ikokazi K, and send me a DM. That's my public page for all the postings I see.
Awesome. It was a pleasure having you too.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think look at what you've done with your eyes. Hi, Hamasi guys. Make sure to comment below. Share the videos. We'd love to hear from you. The next topic will be on Friday. Once you guys have to be around.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, stay tuned for more.
Thank
bye
you.
Bye.
I can't read like Chef Koinange, but thank you.
I did like this. This is